Because what will I lose? How will I be able to? You will get the money back. There's this thing that we do in Nigeria, who suffer pass. Sometimes you just have to be a good person to attract a good person. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Yechi here, and this is my first video for the year, so I have to say Happy New Year, guys, and welcome to 2023, guys. 2023. I can't believe last year was long, at the same time it was quick. Like, it feels like since 2019 all the years have just been like going really fast, and I'm so excited it's 2023. You know, I kind of like New Year. I kind of like the feeling that, you know, the new year brings. You know, you feel like you have like a clean sheet, you can start all over again, and you actually can start all over again. You know, it just feels like you have more control over your life. I love that feeling. I wasn't so gassed up about this year, to be honest. I wasn't. It just felt like, oh, from one day to the other. But for some weird reason, which I can't exactly explain, when the year started, I actually became so happy about the new year. So I wanted to do more things and kind of just put my life into prospect for the year. Yeah, so this year, as much as I wanted that, like from January 1st, I fell sick. So I started having symptoms like ending of last year, and there's like the flu going on around that comes with winter, and I had some symptoms. But January, like 2nd of January, it took into like full effect. So I was down, I was on medications. I'm just so grateful to God that I have medical practitioners in my family that I was able to call and talk to. And of course, it was like my first time being sick without my family, so it was just like double trouble, to be honest. I was so down. All right, after a while I lost my voice. So I had cough, I had cold, and then after a while I lost my voice. So my year did not exactly start with like high spirits, high energy, all of that. I was literally on my couch. I watched Netflix, God, because there was nothing I could do. I couldn't move around. I couldn't say, hey, let me go out, let me go and visit people. Nothing at all. I cooked my dinner for people to visit. So I didn't really have that, you know, bubbly excitement that comes with the new year. I did a lot of like self-reflection when I was down. So my year literally started this week, because last week was still recovery week for me, and this week I feel much better. Like, as you can hear, my voice is back, so I definitely feel much better this week. Okay, so today's video, I'm so excited about it because I've been seeing a lot of things online. Well, especially ending of last year, people were saying, oh God, I hope I'm not among your strongest soldier for 2023. And a lot of people have declared this year like their year of ease. Me, if you remember watching my birthday vlog, I already talked about how all I want for age 23 is ease. So the ease for me, I've already started proclaiming it since November. So you people that joined in January, you are very welcome to the life filled with ease. Okay, yeah, so a lot of people have been proclaiming that, you know, this year they want ease, they want soft life, all of that. So I'm here to talk to you about that. So this video is just going to be about how you can live a softer life this 2023. Some things, you know, I'm not going to be dashing money and say, oh, you know, take $1,000, go and live a soft life this year. Okay, to me, once you have a better understanding of soft life, it's beyond the money aspects. Of course, earning more, spending more, I feel like it's beyond that, because there are people that have all this money, spend all this money, and they don't exactly enjoy ease in their life. Okay, so I'm going to be talking to you about some things. I've jotted out some things that you can do, just a few tips here and there. Are we ready? If you have not clicked the subscribe button, please click the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, and let's get into it. So my very first tip has to be define soft for you. You want to, just like every other thing, like every other goal that you would set, you have to be very specific about it. You can't just say, oh, I want to lose weight. You have to specify, okay, how much weight do you want to lose in a particular period of time? So define soft for you. You know, what are some of the things that, you know, would happen to you and you just be like, oh yes, my life is soft. So define soft for you, and this would definitely be dependent on some of your personal values. Okay, for some people, you know, they just want to be able to pay for their bills. Basically, that's what they want to be able to do, to say that their life is soft. Some of you want to include some form of luxury into your lifestyle this year. You probably want to travel more, you want to buy more things for yourself. Okay, you have to define it for yourself. So probably just take a pen and a paper right now, or in your notepad, and just list out 5 things that you would love to happen to you this year, or you would love to experience this year for your life to be soft. Some of you want to find partners, so you want to find a partner to spend the rest of your life with. You want just a partner to be with you for this 2023 alone. Okay, so whatever it is that you want, that you will just feel like, oh, I'm really, really comfortable, or my life is expressing some form of ease. Some of you are content creators and you actually just love to maybe get a new laptop or get a new camera, something to make your content creation process easier. So whatever it is that for sure would make your life softer, I want you to list it out. And that's the first step to getting anything. Like, just be specific and just be able to say, okay, this is what I want. I love people that are very intentional and of course are very, very deliberate as well. So they're able to say, okay, this is what I want, this is when I want it, and this is how I want it. I do feel like if you're able to figure that out, you've unlocked like a very, very massive door, and you would be able to take steps towards achieving those things once you're able to identify it. It's that simple. If you know you're going to go left, you would be able to turn left. But if you don't know where you're going to, you're just going to be going around in circles. So list out those things and define it for you. And it's very important that you define this for yourself and not let the internet define it for you, because it just might not be what you really need for this season that you would claim to be what you need for a soft life. Yes, so based off your personal values, where you are right now, where you want to be, kind of define soft for yourself. So my next tip would be build new routines. So there's this TikTok sound, Instagram reel sound that's currently going around that 2023 is going to look like 2022 if you don't make changes. I'm not sure if that's exactly what it says, but I do know that that's the message it's trying to pass across. So it's very important that you are building new routines to help you go towards that soft life. Okay, so like I said, you've identified what is soft for you. Now start building routines. And I love the aspect of building new routines, because it changes you as a person completely. All right, so if there are things that you want to do, maybe you want to travel more, now start incorporating saving for your travel. Okay, the money is not going to drop from the sky. Let's be honest. If you ask people that travel frequently, the money just doesn't drop from the sky. Okay, they save for it, they plan towards it. So try to incorporate that into your monthly, like your finance plan, all of that, and make sure you have a segment and a particular amount of money that you're saving regularly just for your travel. Okay, now you're a content creator, you want to invest and get gadgets to make your process easier, so you have a softer content creation process. Okay, be intentional about it, all right, and build routines to save for it. Okay, to constantly research about gadgets and see how you can create content easily. Okay, so that's something that would help you if you're looking to find a partner. All right, you might not like this, but you might have to be more intentional and put yourself out there and add that to your routine. So try to discover more about being a good partner, because sometimes you just have to be a good person to attract a good person. You don't really need any magic to be done. So you have to also make sure you're working on yourself, so that even when the right person comes along, you are ready to accept them. So these are things that you have to do. So build new routines. You can't be doing the exact same things from last year and expect an entirely different results this year. They would call that insanity, right? So not to even sound too deep, just very important that you build new routines. So if you want more pampering, all of that, put it into your lifestyle. Okay, if clear skin is part of your goals for the year, to look like a soft babe, okay, make sure you have a good routine, a good skincare morning and night routine that you're consistent with. But it's important that you don't just have big things, but you bring it down into chunks and have a little bit of softness in your life. If you're constantly working and you feel like, oh, when I look back at 2022, all I did was work, and you didn't enjoy, you didn't hang out, build a routine, make it something that every Saturday I do something fun or something for me. So Saturdays, you can decide to go to the spa or give yourself like a facial at home. You can decide to hang out with friends, all of that. So if you feel like, 2022 was all work and no play, you have to be intentional about incorporating play into your routine. So you have to build new routines. Some of us, we just want to read more books this year. What's your plan for reading more books this year? What's going to be your routine? Are you going to say, okay, maybe Thursday night and Saturday night I'll first reading books, or I'm going to spend an hour a day reading a book? Okay, some of you, soft for you is to reconnect with God and build your relationship with God. What is your plan for that? You can't just say, oh, I want that. All right, build a routine. You wake up in the morning and then set a timer and spend the first, even if it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour with God before you start your day. It's just very important that you're very intentional about having that soft life you want this year. Okay, so you have to change the way you live, and that means building new routines. Now, like I said earlier, sometimes soft life is not about the money. It could actually be about the mindset. And that takes me to my third point, which is worry less and stop overthinking. It just doesn't go hand in hand to experience ease and then to constantly be worrying. Sometimes learn to live in the moment and not worry yourself too much about tomorrow, next month, next week, all of that. Just relax and take care of yourself per time and stop overthinking. You overthink everything, so you miss out on some of the best experiences that you can just enjoy as it's happening. You worry too much, so you constantly just focus on your problems, the issues that you're facing, that you actually look past the good things that are happening to you at the moment. So it's something that I personally want to work on too, which is stop overthinking and worrying this year. I feel like when you conquer this, you will live a soft life regardless of what is happening to you. And to me, that's one huge mindset shift I had this year. Because a lot of times when I was praying for this new year, at the end of the year, it was all about, okay, just good things happening, good things happening, good things happening, good things happening. And yes, I do want good things to happen to me, yes, but I had to understand that maturity is also being able to see the good even when things are not so perfect. Because let's be honest, a whole 365 days, not all the 365 days are going to be great. Okay, let's say you have 300, all right, great days, and then the remaining 65 are like meh. Or let's say you even have 200 great days and 165 are like meh. Some of them are awful, some of them are like just there. Am I now going to spend a good part of my year worrying, overthinking, complaining? Sometimes even on those good days, you are worried that tomorrow might be a bad day, and then you forget that the day that you're actually in is a good day. It's time for us to have the mindset shift. Okay, just because you have one bad day in a year does not mean that your year is bad. Okay, you can still end up having a very good year even when all the days are not so good. So stop worrying, overthinking, just enjoy the moments. Don't think too much. If you want soft life, you cannot be thinking too much about, my bill for the next 3 months, 4 months plus, I need to sort it out. It's actually good if you plan financially, but you have to just enjoy things. Okay, if you see a nice purse, you can afford it, don't be worried too much about if I buy this purse, what will I lose, how will I be able to you will get the money back, like I always say. And that's one thing that I think I've learned from other people, and I've taught other people to say, you will make the money back. Okay, and just enjoy. Take yourself out for a nice dinner, buy yourself new clothes, go on that trip. Okay, you would make the money back. Okay, but guess what you can never get back is the time. This time that I'm recording this video, I cannot get it back. Okay, and this time that you're using to watch this video, you also cannot get it back. So every single moment of this year is very, very special. It's very, very important. Okay, and you have to own it. Just stop overthinking and worrying too much. You want something, it might not seem like, oh, it's so clear, it's perfect, all of that. Sometimes it's even God has told you to do something. You cannot start calculating all the steps, say, okay, God, what if it doesn't go as planned, this and that. You just sometimes have to go for it blindly and hope for the best, to be honest, and just not worry too much or overthink. Okay, So I feel like it's very important to have that mindset shift if you want a soft life this year. So my fourth tip now has to be make sacrifices for yourself. So I know that when people talk about sacrifices, sometimes like sacrifices for other people, try to be there for people in your life, try to, be more generous towards people and make sacrifices for people, which I feel like is still really, really good for you to do. But at the same time, it's very important that soft life, if you want that, you make sacrifices for yourself. So like I said, take out some money. You're the one that's worked hard for this money, and then do things for yourself this year. Okay, as little as buying yourself, maybe taking yourself out for dinner, taking yourself out to just a fun day out, to the movies, all of that. Some of you can't remember the last time you've done that for yourself, and to me that's not soft. Okay, so just do nice things for yourself this year. There's something that I used to do when I had a bag addiction. It was actually an addiction, to be honest, guys. But at the end of the month, I was still a student then, but every month I would buy myself a bag at the end of the month. So the amount that I'm going to spend on the bag is dependent on, how much I have with me at the end of the month. But no matter how little, I'll try to buy myself a bag at the end of the month. Now, I'm not saying you have to pick a particular item, okay? But like I said, building new routines is very important. So maybe at the end of the month, just say, oh, what would I be like, to do for myself? If it's as little as a spa date to yourself, you're giving yourself, it's fine, it's perfect, okay? If you want to go all out and give yourself a trip, be my guest. If there's space for two, I'm gonna enter that box, okay? I'm gonna be right there with you. But yeah, no matter how little, just be intentional about loving yourself more and show it, okay? So when someone loves you, you expect them to gift you things, okay? They buy things for you, they take you out on dates. You love yourself. It's something that you can do for yourself as well. So make sacrifices for yourself. I never thought this is something I would have to talk about, but I've seen a lot of people break their backs for other people, and they are not doing that for themselves. And I feel like there's a need for there to be a very, very healthy balance. So you're doing a lot for other people and also look after yourself, because nobody's going to look after you like how you look after yourself. So I feel like that's very important to live a soft life this year. Put yourself on some kind of pedestal, okay? Raise yourself up in, the ranking to how you take care of people generally. Put yourself there and take care of yourself, all right? Good? Yeah. So now to my final tip is to be grateful. Guys. You ever just talk to some people and they go on and on, and if you're Nigerian, I'm sure you can relate to this, just go on and on and on about the problems in their lives. And even when you try to complain, okay, so I can come and meet someone and say, oh God, I'm so tired, I've been working for the past 30 minutes. My friends be like, do you know how long it took me to get here? I left my house by 5:30 a.m. I entered traffic, I fought with bus driver, this and that, and then me, I go, I'm like, that's what happened to me yesterday. But you know what happened to me yesterday? Rain even beats me. And then person goes, last week rain beats me, then one car splash water on me, this and that, water touched my child. And then you people just go on and on and on about bad things in your life, and those kind of conversations are very tiring. They are very tiring. I tried, those are the type of conversations I avoided last year, because you people are just like bad. And at the end of the day, you just kind of, after this conversation, I feel very tired. Okay, my energy is low. I'm just tired, to be honest, and I don't have the motivation to do anything. All right, so but I'm not saying that by being grateful you should go and be bragging on to people the good things in your life, but less murmuring, more gratitude. Okay, even when things aren't so rosy, will just change your approach towards life. And as a Christian, I know the place of thanksgiving, it literally brings God down. And of course, when the presence of God is there, things just change for you for the better. Okay, so it's important that you are very, very intentional about gratitude this year. Like I said, so for me, soft life, it's all about the mindset. A good part of it is about the mindset. Okay, so it's very important that you express gratitude this year with the big things, the little things, the medium things, the tiny things. Okay, so you can incorporate this into your routine. You can have a gratitude journal, you can have a gratitude jar. I did this last year. I had a gratitude jar, so you can have a gratitude jar. Just buy a big cup, nothing fancy, doesn't have to be fancy, or like a mason jar. I use the mason jar, and then use sticky notes, write something you're grateful for, and then fold it. Okay, and sometimes moments, you don't even have to wait till the end of the year to open up everything. Moments where you're down, just open it and then just read it, and watch and see how your spirit will feel better, how your energy would come up. Okay, so it's very important that this year you express gratitude. And I'm not saying express gratitude when it's good alone. No, that's immature. All right. Be able to express gratitude even when it's not so perfect. All right. And just ensure that you're doing that. Your energy will be up and it gives room for more good things to happen to you. When someone meets you and you're expressing gratitude and your approach towards life is one filled with gratitude, you lift up their spirits. Now that person learns something from you, goes on to do it to another person. That person goes on to do it to another person, to another person, to another person. And before you know it, the environment around you is lit up just because you are expressing gratitude over the little things, the big things, the small things, the medium things, to be honest. So don't take anything for granted. You wake up in the morning, let the first thing that comes out of your mouth be something, you're grateful for life today, you're grateful for a new day, you're grateful for whatever is happening today. For example, I have an interview today, or I'm grateful for the interview I have today. So things like that, and just start your day with that high energy and just have a better approach towards life. To be honest, life is not hard. It's not meant to be hard. Okay, you should live a soft life every single day. It should be soft, not because of what exactly is happening to you, but just because of who you are and the understanding you have of things. So guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know if you have any more tips in the comment section. Okay, I really hope you've learned something from this video, and I hope your year is off to a great start. But even if it's not, we still have so many days this year. You can change where the boat is sailing, turn it around, make a turn, and then decide that I'm going to take charge and I'm not going to let my life be going here and there, here and there, here and there. And these are some of the things I want to achieve this year, and I'm going to stick to my new routine. I'm going to be consistent till the end, till I achieve my goals. Of course, I'm forever rooting for you guys here. All right, I hope you loved this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. YouTube is going to recommend it to someone else, and we're just spreading that energy. Okay, I want so many people to learn from this video. Perfect. So I'll see you guys in my next video. I remain your girl, Yechi. Subscribe if you haven't. Okay, bye. Oh my God, I did it.